week. That was the first thing I thought of this morning when I woke up is, oh, okay, it's a full week. Get it together. Julie Kenner is here with us this morning, author extraordinaire.
Yes, I'm excited to be here.
New York Times bestseller.
Right.
Yeah,
Always fun.
that's a nice resume booster, isn't it, when you can throw that in there?
I liked it when I could add that one. That was fun.
This
That was a
is
fun day.
your latest book, Heated. You get a little heated in your writing.
I do,
And we're
yes.
going to talk about this morning. We're going to get to know you a little bit better. And talk
she's
about...
also a fellow lawyer.
That's right.
Oh.
And mommy of two.
Absolutely.
All
She's
sorts
got all
of
the
things.
titles going.
All sorts of things in common. Court, welcome back.
Thank you.
You were in New York.
I was in New York this week, and I wrapped up my final event. I've been doing spring trend events for Macy's, and so wrapped up that final event this weekend in Jersey, which was a lot of fun. Everyone came out and was really supportive. But had a kind of an interesting starstruck day yesterday. We went to the Boathouse in Central Park, which is beautiful. It's like overlooking the lake that's in Central Park right there at 5th and 72nd. And sit down and kind of tucked in a corner, and all of a sudden I see all these guys with, you know, like
Earpieces
the earpieces, and they're like talking, and I'm like, oh my God, something's going on, something's going on, something's going on. And this family walks in, this beautiful blonde woman and her 4 children, and then all of a sudden I see a man in a fedora with a beard and some glasses and some muscles, and I go, oh my God, Hugh Jackman is right there.
Listen to everyone, all the women
And
are like,
literally,
and then what happened?
And then, you want to know what happened next? He sat down, literally, like, right behind me. Like, we bumped into each other. His son knocked my purse over and is like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, it's okay. It's fine. So I had like a starstruck moment there, and everyone was asking to take pictures of him. Then everyone was like, he said no. He was like, sorry, I'm with my family.
Which I think is great.
Which I think is great that he,
Yeah.
like, you know, was very respectful of his family. But then all of a sudden, everyone is like holding their phones over, and I'm like, I am going to be in the background of all of these pictures, like, you know, and like eating my quiche.
It brings up like a really good a good topic, I think, because you know it's so irritating, I'm sure, for him that he's trying to have this time with his family and nobody's really being very respectful of what he asked. And so I'm wondering, like, if you girls were all in the same situation, would you trade your anonymity for fame if it came with that?
Not, I say no, not really knowing, but there's something to be said about going to Target with absolutely no makeup on to be able to enjoy Disneyland or Six Flags without having to rent out the whole park. I think there's a part of that I just couldn't stand if I had to give up my anonymity,
Julie,
even for the fame.
Have you ever had like a star sighting moment like that? Or well, and you're getting a lot of acclaim for your books, and I wonder if you have had to deal with any of that.
The nice thing about being an author, I think, is that you're really not very recognizable. I was one time, speaking of no makeup, I'm in Georgetown, so it's a small town, and they had done a feature on me, so my publicity photo, which is airbrushed and lovely, was on the front page of the lifestyle section of our paper. And I went to the grocery store the next day, no makeup, you know, hair in a ball cap, really scrungy shorts, and someone recognized me. I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. But, you know, I think you have to have a really certain personality to be able to be that movie star person where people recognize you. I don't think I couldn't do it. It would be too stressful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think, Amy?
Well, since my name went global 2 weeks ago, I would say I was approached several times since.
Were you have been? People have just come up
Oh
to
yeah, yeah, and good stuff. You know, you wonder like, oh Lord, here they come. What are they going to say? But no, positive. Love you. Thank you for what you do. Keep doing it. It's awesome.
That's good.
Now, would I want more of that? Not really.
I don't know though. You know, I think like the positive side of it is you're being recognized and adored for what you do. I mean, who wouldn't really
Yeah,
want
but
that?
there's also
you know?
the flip, the negative, which is not cool. It's especially when, you know, like with him, you've got your babies around and you just, you know, I mean, I've lived through some of that with my dad, and the harsh, mean, ugly, coming out in public and attacking, not cool, not fun.
Yeah, I guess if there's
And I think it
ugliness.
kind of depends, like, I know, because I had that conversation at lunch yesterday, because I dealt with a little bit of that. I mean, there are people in restaurants going like this, but there are fans. I mean, I took pictures at the airport last night when I got back in Dallas, and this girl was like, I saw you were on my flight, and you got on the plane, and then you sat way up in front of me, and so I couldn't get to you, and so, can I take it? I'm like, yes, fine, let's take a
Oh,
picture.
the funniest thing was when remember we were at the nail place, and you were like on Instagram, you're like, look, and somebody had just Instagrammed something, guess who I saw at the nail place?
Why didn't they come over and say hi? But I think it's different when you're on reality television because you're known for your personality. And so, like, you don't have the luxury to say to people, not to say, like, oh, life is hard, but I'm saying, like, I don't have the luxury to say to people, like, oh, sorry, I don't want to have a personality today, or oh, sorry, because they have a picture of what they think you are because that's what you really are. You know, that really is my personality, and I really am this big personality, and I love fashion, and I love talking to girls and being like, oh my God, where do you shop? You know, so if you're not that person.
But if you're having a quiet day or just kind of drawing it in, you know, you have to have that chance to pull it in.
Is getting, oh, you're so much nicer.
Yeah.
You're not
you're tiny. You're tiny
I'm actually
in person.
really nice.
I love when they say that. You're so tiny in person. I'm like, do I look like an ogre on television? Like, do I look like I weigh 90 pounds?
But I do appreciate you're in awe struck with
Hugh
Yeah,
Jackman.
Dude, I would have
because I think I've told y'all was on that elevator in New York City one time, and I just was doing my thing, running downstairs, and Angelina Jolie and her 4 children and her bodyguard get on the elevator with me, and I was literally like this.
It'd be one of those moments, where you're just totally starstruck.
It's just weird because you feel like you know them, and then they're all of a sudden in front of you, you know?
Well, speaking of someone we all know, Ann B. Davis, Alice from the Brady Bunch, passed away yesterday, and she was, I think, 88 in San Antonio.
She fell over the weekend and didn't quite get better, so.
I loved her. I think she was my favorite character.
I think she's mine too. And I have had visions of hiring her my whole married life. I wanted Alice in my house. I adore her. She was the life of the family, and
what an icon.
Just what a happy
And
lady.
I think there's something really special to be known for one particular character, and I'm sure people will come up to her and call her Alice. Okay, coming back, when we come back, we're going to talk more with our guest co-host, Julie Kenner, and find out where she gets the inspirations for the mini books that she's written. Stay with us.